I'm here with Ruzaina today, and she's also known as the Minority Taste on Instagram. You should totally follow her. So we're going to be doing minority taste things.
Yeah.
Or we're going to taste minority things.
This is exactly not a minority food for Sri Lankans, but in the world, yes it is, because nobody really knows about this, and this is the most iconic street food ever. Whenever someone comes to Sri Lanka, and if anyone asks that what do you have to eat or what do you have to try, you have to tell them it's the Isso Vade.
Isso Vade. Oh,
yeah,
this
Isso
is
Vade.
so good. Have you had any gastronomical accidents? Like,
I've had a gastronomical accident in an upscale franchise restaurant, not really street food.
that is so weird.
Yeah, exactly. Because see, people get confused when they think street food, they think it's dirty food. Actually, street food is street food. It's yum, it's fun, it's fascinating to watch. Most of the Michelin star chefs around the world, they travel around the world eating street food to get inspired, because that's where the core of any country is. Anywhere in the world, that's where they started. We're sharing pieces. I'm taking more prawns and more curry. You have more sauce than me.
Yeah.
So cheers.
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 Isso Vade, peeps.
Cheers. Mmm. Mmm. No, I have this every time I come here, but every time it just brings back childhood memories. You know,
It's really good.
this is, I would say, every Sri Lankan kid's little memory, isn't it?
Yeah, when you come to golf place, it's Isso Vade and umbrellas.
It's all an umbrellas.
So I've got a couple of questions,
Okay.
obviously. What made you start the Minority Taste?
Why I started was when I moved to Abu Dhabi about 5 years ago. I was actually doing fashion in Abu Dhabi, but I met a lot of people, and every time we had like this conversation about food, they've been to Sri Lanka or they've seen Sri Lankan food, they've only tried specific kind of food, or they've seen only specific, they've only seen one side of it, whereas there is tons, like hundreds and hundreds of recipes that comes from Sri Lanka and nobody talks about it. So then I was like, you know what, why don't I give a voice to the food that has not been spoken of. But it wasn't any cultural thing, it wasn't any anything like that. It's like what I started was to give Sri Lanka as per se a voice.
Okay, so we're going to a deep, deep street, right? You wouldn't know what it was, so let's go.
Exactly.
Ow, my bottom. Ow. Ow. It's so good. We're at the second phase of minority experience, and I'm told this is Fazul's place. By the way, this is located on Abdul Hamid Street, which is near Housdorf, the Housdorf Courts. And I must say that I feel like I'm a terrible Sri Lankan because I had no idea, and I don't think he did either. Did you? You didn't, right? He didn't. We had no idea.
And look at the street, isn't it like so lively,
It's
so
colorful.
happening? Yep. If people are open-minded and didn't like really be bothered about cultural differences, this street is the place for like deep street, off the beaten path kind of street food.
It's literally off the beaten path because I had no idea.
Exactly.
And I've come here before.
Like anyone who would want to have street food internationally or locally, this is the place to come. So what I come for Fazul is, I come for the intestines and the chicken necks.
Intestines? What?
Okay, so these are cow's intestines and chicken.
So babat? Is it babat?
Yes, it is babat, but it's not the Sri Lankan version. It's more of a Indian take on it. And
Oh, okay.
yeah, Indian Pakistani version of it, but with Sri Lankan flavors and spices.
Should I?
Cheers! Cheers! He's already going for it. So usually they have it with roti and all this kind of like egg roti, and you stuff it in and you have it.
What's this?
That's a chicken neck.
Oh yeah, okay. I know those.
I'm making Ursula do things today.
It's nice, it's different, it's an adventure.
It is an adventure. Isn't it fun though?
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy in here. This is the ultimate street food experience, as you can see.
Wait. I'm probably gonna get arrested. But this is really nice. By the way, this is the first time I've ever had babat in my life.
Wow, I'm honored.
Yeah.
I'm honored to give you
I've
babat.
always been really like afraid.
Oh, right.
But then like you were eating it and I was like, okay, you know what? Never mind.
If you want to have the best intestines and chicken necks cooked in that Sri Lankan chili, like Kalimiris Sala, you have to come to Fazul.
Yeah, biryani, dum biryani, fried egg, mixed rice, nasi kol, Singapore biryani, noodles, macaroni, Maggi noodles, kottu roti, kotti diaba, pittu kottu, naan kottu, dolphin kottu.
What about the curry?
Curry, salmon fish, gold fish, many fish. And level chicken, masala chicken, parani chicken, cherry chicken, tandoori chicken, grill chicken, goat chicken, barbecue chicken. Done.
Alright, so we're at the end of our minority journey for today. I really hope we do a couple more episodes actually because there's so much more to explore.
Exactly.
Could you tell us what's on the table?
Okay, so there is the dal curry, which is the most important thing in a Sri Lankan meal. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, paripunado, pandabel, right? Then kiri hodi, which is also another Sri Lankan favorite, right? You can have this for breakfast, lunch, dinner. I have it on its own, just like a soup. Fantastic. Then seafood. We are an island. Please respect our seafood, right?
Yeah, I love prawns.
Exactly. And we have meat. And we have meat carts because there are people in Sri Lanka who consume these things. Be open-minded and take Sri Lankan food to the next level. As long as you're open-minded, we have a variation of hundreds and hundreds of recipes that we can offer the world.
Well, that's a tiny glimpse on what the Minority Taste, or Ruzaina, as you now know her, does. So, yeah, I'm really hungry and I can't quite concentrate on what I have to say because I want to eat the prawns. So I'm going to do just that and you're going to watch me eat. I'm sorry, please don't give me a stomachache. What? Okay. Bye, bye.